Welcome to the Baltic eSports League Pro Season 1. My name is Dirk Danger, and together with me, as always, is Cookie.
And today, this week's schedule. Let's check this week's schedule, where where we have Team Salamata played against NACL.
And today we're going to see two matches. The first one's going to be between Falcon eSports and Public Enemy, and afterwards it's going to be Team Coinflip Gaming versus Imantis 5.
Yeah, and tomorrow we will have Surreal Gaming versus Vegan Unit 4 and Iron Wolves versus Keep Yourself Alive. Now that last match of the week, I feel like that's going to be the match of the week because it's going to be hype. These are the two teams that I put in the first and second place. So yeah, I want to see how that match will go out.
It should be match of the weeks, but today we get some interesting matchups as well. The first one's going to be Falcon eSports versus Public Enemy. For Falcon eSports, we get Acidy, we get Mangalis in the jungle, Arlout in the mid lane, and bot lane is going to be Deity and Infrex.
And for Public Enemy, we have Ekas, Smakor in the top lane, Rimtulis in the mid lane, and Afting and Frexy in the bot lane.
And these two teams actually have met a couple of months ago in the tournament King of the Baltics, and they actually met twice. I know that because I played for Falcon eSports at the time. And both of the times might not have been the cleanest games, but both of the times Falcon eSports have gotten the W. Yeah. So we'll have to see how they match up now because the rosters are different.
Yeah, Falcon eSports had a really strong 2 games last week against Team Salamata, and while Public Enemy didn't have that, we didn't see what I wanted to see. They lost both of the games to Imantis 5. The first game was a stomp from Imantis 5, while the second game actually, Imantis 5 were struggling to get the start, and Public Enemy were winning, but then the team fight happened where Imantis 5 turned it all around and won the game for themselves.
Yeah, that was like back and forth game. At the start, Imantis 5 got the lead, then Public Enemy got a comeback, and at the end there was a huge comeback. But I think that Public Enemy just needs some time to grind the gears and find a faster pace for themselves because they have the players, they have the experience, and maybe they just need to find a winning formula.
Yeah, the synergy also, they have that because they are friends, have been friends even before they started playing League. Now, I feel like today the top lane matchup will go for Falcon eSports, while the jungle matchup, I think that the Public Enemy have a really good jungler in Ekas. So I'm interested to see how Falcon eSports will be able to play around that, how they will be able to shut down Ekas and give Acidy more tools to carry the game.
And yeah, both teams actually have quite different play styles. Public Enemy, as they have the synergy, they go for the organized play, and they try to team fight a lot. But at the same time, Falcon eSports, they haven't played together as long as Public Enemy, and they get, last week they got their victory through individual outplays and yeah, basically laning phase.
Yeah, so Public Enemy will most likely go for that team fighting play style again. Rimtolis most likely will play some roaming mid laner. So I know that Alright will have to pick up something so that he will be able to match the pressure, or at least keep Rimtolis in the lane. Last week, Faison took Echo to keep Rimtolis in the lane and not allow him to roam and have that pressure around the map. And maybe we will see something interesting from Alright as well. Now in this patch, a lot has changed, and we have the new ADC or jungler. We don't really know
or
where,
mid laner.
Or mid laner. We don't really know where she is most effective at. But I've seen her smash some bot lanes. Even though I talked to Deity, He said that her winning phase is one of the weakest ones that he has played with, but mid game and late game he thinks that she's really strong. So I want to see if some of the teams will be able to bring that champion out.
Well, at the moment, Kaiser is pretty busted. Probably people just haven't found the most optimal route to go, the most optimal runes and builds. But we'll have to see. These teams are playing a lot together, and even though Kaiser came out yesterday, maybe someone has already picked her up. Yeah, maybe someone has played on the PBE.
Yeah,
and yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. And what I think we'll have to look out for is if Falcon eSports wants to play the Public Enemies game, or will they go for their own?
Yeah, actually that's interesting. If Falcon eSports will go with also want to just 5v5 and try to win the 5v5 fights, or actually they are going to go for those early game bullies and try and snowball the game from the start. Now Olaf actually has gotten a lot of interest since this patch. He got some buffs, so we could see that come out.
Well, he was played on previous patches as well.
Yeah, but now he got buffed, so...
Yeah, he got buffed. He got buffed in the late game, more or less. The early game is pretty much the same. Really strong, as always.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to see banner changes as well, but those are not really impactful, I think. If on the previous patch you could just defend the banner minion and it would kill any turret in 8 shots, now it takes like 14 shots. So maybe it's an extra wave, but the principle the same. You get a Baron, you finish the game.
Well, yeah. And well, I do think that it's not as strong. Of course, it's not as strong as it was. I feel like you can pull it out in, like, it's let's say if they have a 2 AP champion composition, maybe the top laner, mid laner has AP, and then they can pull it out, because then it's going to be a harder time for them to actually kill that cannon minion. But don't know. Maybe they will be able to show us something, some new shots. I want to see if there's something like a new cheese came out in this patch, and yeah.
What I want to see, the last patch we saw Karthus buffs and the whole AP item change. I want to see Karthus in the game, especially if you go full team fighting. Karthus might be one of the best champs, if not the best mid laner for team fighting in the mid and late game. There's nothing much you can do against it. Maybe build some magic resist, some tree lockets or something. But yeah, Karthus should get more attention than needed, not needed, but than he already does. And what do you think? How are these games going to span out? What will be the main bans?
The main bans? I think that Falcon eSports will most likely ban out some of Ekis's jungle pool, go for that, and then maybe a mid lane ban, so that Rimtulus is not on one of these like comfort picks, and then just go from there. And for Public Enemy, they might ban out Zaya or Olaf, something like that. Deity showed really strong promise last week on the Tristana, so maybe they will ban that out. It's hard to say. Maybe they will ban out some of Acidy's champels so that Smuggler would have an easier time in the top lane. I don't really have too good of an opinion. There's just, I'm throwing some ideas out.
Well, we'll have to see. Tristana get not a huge nerf, but a significant nerf nonetheless. She has like probably the lowest or base range of any AD carry. Maybe Kalista has 500 as well. But it's going to be pretty rough if someone decides to pick Tristana and the enemy picks Caitlyn into it, or maybe Kog'Maw into it. It should be, well, it's the same scaling champions for now, on the bot lane at least, with tank supports, but the rest of the game is more or less leaning on the early game champions just to escort the AD carries to the late game.
Oh, but what do you think about the Zyra Khan bot lane? No.
The Zyra Khan is probably one of the strongest, well, probably the strongest bot lane. We don't know the combinations for Kai'Sa, what she wants to do. Maybe Kai'Sa with Taric is
Leona
pretty strong.
Maybe going
Leona, well, we'll have to see that. Yeah. But not a lot of people play Leona. And if they do, there are a lot of counterplay to Leona. There are like 5 sports champions that completely makes Leona useless.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. Maybe teams are prepared for Leona. Probably not, but maybe.
But I actually want to see if Kaisa will go out, like if they will be able to pick her, or is she going to get banned right away? Because some teams maybe don't want to, haven't had too much practice against Kaisa, so they just don't want to risk it, and just will ban it out, so that even if, like, let's say Public Enemy have a strat with Kaisa, Falcon eSports just don't know anything about her, so they're just going to ban her out. But
And about AD carries, actually, Jin is back right now. Jin has like had a huge buff, like the biggest buff Jin has ever had, and well, maybe Kaisa can be locked down by Jin, because Kaisa is not very mobile. She has tools to maybe like tools to try to escape, but if you pick like a Jarvan into a, if you pick like the same, well, Jarvan, Leona, Galio, just one ball combo her, she'll be pretty useless.
okay, yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see if we are going to see some. If we're going to see some Shen now come out. I know the Shen is a good pickup against Sion. Did Sion get nerfed? No, he didn't.
He did get nerfed.
Oh, he didn't get nerfed.
He did.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, but well, it was a big nerf if you don't know how to play Sion.
Okay.
Because the nerf was that his E width, when you just throw a minion into enemy, is now smaller. But if you hit the E, it's still pretty bonkers.
Yeah, okay. Now the team, now we are waiting for the players to come into game, so we have a slight delay on that. And yeah.
Well, today was like a surprise patch, I would say. Maybe some players didn't patch today.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we're still waiting. But I'll see.
Might be that they're patching up their clients. And what else interesting could be is, well, Smucker he is I'd say one of the weakest links in Public Enemy. So maybe I feel like Falcon eSports should just go and try and fight him out as much as they can, and try to like punish him as much as they can. Want to see what SD can do, because we've seen SD play only like tank champions right now. We haven't seen him play any carry champions, so I'm interested to see if he has something prepared for us, or maybe he doesn't. Maybe we'll still see the tank top lane, the Shen, the Sion, the Ornn, or something like that.
Well, into Sion, actually, you can pick multiple carry champions. You can pick, like, I don't know, the same Riven. If he plays Riven, that'd be great. Maybe Fiora, Camille. But Camille's usually banned, as we've seen.
Yeah.
There's been only one Camille game so far, if I'm not mistaken, and that was the first game of the BSL, and the Camille carried pretty hard.
Yeah. And maybe you can talk about the next matchup a bit, Imantas 5 against Team CoinFlip Gaming.
Well, that's going to be pretty high. Both teams from Latvia, both teams went 2-0 last week, but it's going to be a rough one for Team CoinFlip Gaming. And we have to mention that for Imantas 5 today, the top laner Godux is going to be substituted by Basilisk.
Yeah, by Basilisk.
And he is probably even better than Godux, so it's going to be rough on Team CoinFlip Gaming. Imantas 5 looks like probably the best Latvia's squad right now, at least from the last week's result. But Team CoinFlip Gaming has some ways to fight back. And yeah, for Team CoinFlip Gaming, we got Anyos in the top lane, Lil Gnome in the jungle, Spurges in mid lanes, and Clydex and Rift Wolf on the bot lane.
Yeah, and for Imantas 5 we have Basilisks in the top lane, Homos Master in the jungle, Faison mid lane, and bot lane Fabi and Ritzko. And both of the mid laners, Spurges and Faison, both of them play, I would say, the same champions, the same style. They have the same style, so it's going to be interesting who will be able to top who.
Actually, last week both mid laners solo carried their games with Echo.
Yeah.
So if we had like Lithuanian Corkis, then we have Latvian Echoes, and we'll see if they know how to play versus an Echo.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they'll just ban it out so nobody gets the Echo. But I know that Sports has his Azir and and Yasuo, and maybe we'll see.
But at the same time, yeah, both of the players, Pujays and Faison, used to be mid lane Yasuo one tricks.
Yeah, yeah.
Faison was higher ranked than Pujays, but probably both of them play at least competent level. Even now, maybe they haven't practiced it lately, but they still get Yasuo in their blood. But yeah, top lane is going to be maybe the most interesting matchup, even though it might not be that bloody, but both Onyos and Basilisk are pretty solid top laners, and I could bet that one of them, if not both of them, will go for heavy fighter champions, carry champions, and will try to just demoralize the enemy.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll see the Onyos' Tryndamere pick. That's one of his most played champions, and I know that I have played with Onyos on a team, and when we played, we had this strat where we had Tryndamere in the top lane and Nocturne in the jungle. And what we would do is, when Nocturne ult, then Tryndamere would go for the turret because the enemy won't be able to see him split push. Basically, they would clump up on because they would think we were going to engage. And then when the ult comes out, they can see that their inhibitor is gone because Tryndamere picked it up.
And well, yeah, you mentioned Nocturne. I almost forgot about it. He got like an enormous buff. His ultimate is now really crazy. Previously it was 4 seconds of darkness. Now it's 6 seconds, like 50% increase. And during 6 seconds in the team fight, that's like the whole team fight is usually 6 seconds.
Yeah, and that's going to, maybe we will see that actually come out from the players. Maybe Ekis will pick it up. I've heard some crazy strats where Nocturne picks up Unsealed Spellbook, and what happens is he shows himself top lane, starts ulting, TPs to bot lane, and then ults on the bot lane. So maybe we could see some type of cheese like that.
Well, yeah, cheeses are usually pretty fun, but they only work once.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. Yeah, the second game is going to be pretty bloody. Both teams just like to fight all the time. But in this first game, maybe we'll see just a slow game from one of them. Maybe Public Enemy will just pick scaling champions with like an aggressive jungle to defend the lanes. And well, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. What I want to see is I want to see both of the junglers on some 1v1 fighting champions, like Ekis on, like, let's say, the Nidalee, and Hexy, Vexy, or Mangalus on the Kazakhs, and just both of them just trying to put as much pressure on the map as they can, trying to shut down each and every one of them. Because last week we didn't see too much from Ekis. Like, he played Sejuani both games, I think. Oh no, he played the first game. And then the second game he played something else, I think. But basically we didn't see the carry champions that I like to see from Ekis. So I hope they will pick up Nidalee or something like that for Ekis, and they will be able to just try and fight each other that way.
And speaking of the devil, Ekis just joined the lobby now. Public Enemy will just go in the lines, go into roles, and well, we'll be ready to start in a second. Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, well, we've talked quite a lot about this matchup. Now we'll have to see it go through.
And what do you think is going to be the first ban? I kind of think it's going to be Kai'Sa. I don't know why.
Or Camille.
Or Camille, yeah, Kai'Sa or Camille. I think that's going to be one of the first bans. And we're in Champ Select.
Yeah, we're in Champ Select. Blue team for, well, blue side for Falcon Gaming, Falcon eSports.
Yeah, Falcon eSports.
Falcon eSports. And that's an Italy ban followed up by a Tristana ban, so it's pretty interesting already.
Yeah, maybe they're still afraid from Deity's Tristana that he showed us last week, even though she got nerfed. And both, actually, Nidalee and Kazakhs both banned from Falcon eSports, so they don't want Ekos on one of those carry champions.
Maybe they don't want to see Kazakhs mid.
Maybe that's also something that they can pick up. And Braum banned away also, so...
Maybe they're... It seems like Kenti is already looking to go for a scaling bot lane, something paired together with Tom Kench, because playing Tom Kench versus Braum is pretty hard, and no one wants to do it. And well, Xayah ban. So 3 bot lane bans from Public Enemy. And we got Nidalee, Kazakhs, and Corki from Falcon eSports. Let's see which one's going to be the first pick. Camille's still open, Kai'Sa's still open.
Yeah, but I feel like it's going to be something of more of... Also, Olaf actually picked up as the first pick for Falcon eSports.
So we won't see Sejuani versus Zach.
Yeah, we won't see that, sadly enough. And Sion picked up, so Smuggler still feeling comfortable on that champion. And Ezreal also picked up, so most likely that will be Ezreal Alistar in the bot lane.
Yeah, Ezreal Alistar, Ezreal Taric maybe.
Yeah, maybe Ezreal Taric. That's something that Frexy and Afting both have prioritized. That's something that they like to play. And Galio looks like it's going to be a Galio pickup.
And, well, if it is, then it's pretty good, because that means that after Galio gets 6, Olaf can do whatever he wants. Just permanently be in the enemy jungle. Yeah, well, Varus is open. No one prioritizes Varus. I don't know why. He's probably the strongest bot laner right now.
What would you say?
Maybe right after Kai'Sa.
Maybe. But what do you say is good with Varus? Something like Tam Kench?
Anything. Varus is just too darn good. You can pick up any tank jungle, tank support, or actually maybe mage support or peel support. It doesn't matter. Varus is good with all of them.
And to finish off the first round of pick and bans, we see Tam Kench actually coming out. So not going for that Alistar.
Well, that's going to be the safest bot lane we've seen so far. I don't know how much safer you can go. Will we see the Sejuani ban? Even though it's a pretty bad matchup for Sejuani going into Olaf, it's still a possibility if they are looking for that ultimate scaling comp.
Yeah.
Well, Taliyah and Corki banned. They are focused in the mid lane, so Rimtolus will actually have to participate in the laning phase.
Yeah.
And if there's going to be another mid lane ban, I feel like Rimtolus will just default back to Orianna. That has been one of his most played champions. And, well, one of those champions he's found the most success with.
Well, Twisted Fate is still open. I know that Rimtolus likes that champion. So we might see that come out.
You don't want to play Twisted Fate versus Olaf and Galio.
Well, yeah, it's and Varus. And well, Shen actually didn't get banned from Public Enemy, so I feel like Falcon eSports are going to pick that up for themselves so that they have a counter in the top lane.
Another jungle ban. So it's Jarvan, a little bit less of a tank jungler, but still just the main initiator. Now it's going to be interesting what Ekos decides to pick, and well, and Neve, a really strong pick right now with the new items. And versus Galio, it's like a free lane. There's no kill pressure from Galio. And late game Anivia's and even mid game Anivia is pretty strong. And well, maybe that's the needed Draven, however, but it would be interesting seeing like AP Varus somewhere.
Yeah, AP versus mid lane and Gallia top lane over jungle, and then and Draven ADC. But most
Or
likely-
maybe Olaf at top lane. But now we're going to see the Shen into Sion, and well, Shen outscales the Sion in every single way, except for the initiation. So I would see.
And it does seem like they're going for the Alistar. So Falcon eSports have a pretty nice teamfighting composition. They have really nice teamfighting composition. While I don't know what I think about Public Enemies. They have a really safe bot lane, so they're just going to scale up with Anivia also, giving a lot of control in team fights, and they engage from Sion. And they're going to have the Zac pickup. So, what do you think?
Well, so far we can say that if Falcon eSports gets to the late game, they're going to lose.
Yeah.
Because there's no way they can team fight versus an EV with that comp. Everyone's like either melee or Varus, which doesn't have the biggest of attack ranges. He can't really auto-attack an EV. And yeah, it seems like Falcon eSports just go by make it or break it. They will have to finish the game before an EV gets to like her 2 items, before Ezreal gets to 2 items, or it's going to be a rough journey for them.
And yeah, we have to see from Public Enemy what we wanted to see from them like last time they played, just survive the early game, and have that team fighty late game composition for themselves.
Well, last week they didn't survive the early game.
Yeah, last week.
So that's the main concern for them.
Yeah, they just have to try and not die in the lanes and so on. Yeah, but now, as the players are loading into game, we're going to have a small commercial break, but don't touch your browser because we will be right back.
welcome back, and we are in the game between Falcon eSports and Baltic Enemy. So yeah, let's get it started. And well, we can see that there's probably going to be standard level 1 without any invades. Maybe Falcon eSports will go for an invade because they get an all-out, which is a monster level 1.
Yeah, it does seem that both of the teams are just going to play it safe again. We haven't seen too much level 1 invade. We saw it, I think, Monday. I think we saw an invade from Team Solmat or something like that, but I don't remember too much. And yeah, both of the teams playing it safe now. Ezreal getting that first Kleptomancy, getting a ward for himself, so feeling pretty happy.
Pretty safe as well. So we'll have to see if if Baltic Enemy can hold it off for long enough. Basically, it's just 2 items on an EV, and then I don't think Falcon eSports have any way how to finish the game.
It's going to be hard for them. Now Galio with the ult. Now this time actually the roles have been switched. Rimtolis doesn't have too much roaming potential, while Arlight has a lot of roaming potential with the Galio. So it's going to, they have switched the roles. Going to check each other out on how they do that one.
What's pretty interesting about Baltic Enemy's comp is that even Banner doesn't really work versus them, because they have the Eevee to clear all the minions which are not bannered up. Then Tom Kench can eat the bannered up minion, even though he doesn't deal damage, he can just throw it in his team.
Yeah, give it closer so that it's safer to pick it up. And already level 1 scrambles in the top lane. Shen actually getting a lead on that one, trying to get that level 2. And in the bot lane,
already Frexy getting pretty low from couple of autos and the knee from Varus. So Varus is a pretty strong laning champion. He's not the one that wants to go all in, but he can poke you down step by step, wave by wave. And well, Olaf actually, yeah, Olaf getting a pretty fast clear. The lower he gets, the faster he clears. So it's pretty cool seeing Olaf. He went for the full clear so far. Let's see, he goes to pick up the golems, and he will. So he will have 1 camp advantage over the Zac.
Yeah, Zac did not go for his Krugs, so maybe he will actually go and try a gank bot lane.
It seems so, because Falcon eSports is already pushing in. They are in the middle of the lane, but they will be over it while Zac gets near. Zac secures the Skull Crab and now looks for something in mid lane. He sees Arlight. Will he go in for him? He autos. Arlight goes in. Olaf from the bottom lane comes in. And well, that's going to be it. But Ekaz is now bullied out to go to the top lane and to the top side, because he has no camps left. He can just pick up the Skull Crab and maybe Golems, but now Falcon eSports knows exactly where Ekaz is, so they can just anticipate.
Yeah, and Mangals actually is going to not allow to pick it up, but it's going to go for him. Now is Mangals going to try and go deeper? Nope. Goes for the safe play. And maybe he's going to try and gank top lane now. He's actually going. Sion face checks the bush.
And Sion gets really low. Zac comes in. Sion flashes over the wall. So does Mangals. He tries now. 2-man knockup on the from the Sion. Now there's going to be a trade of kills, or will there? Teleport comes in from a Nivea, and first blood goes to Baltic Enemy. Such a split fight, and no real focus from Falcon eSports.
And now, yeah, it's just, I have no idea. The Baltic Enemy just played it so well. Baltic Enemy played that fight so well, traded the kills, had so much pressure around the map, and getting that early game lead that they need to help themselves follow up the game.
And yeah, that's going to be all the lead that Cyan needs to bully out the Shen, because Shen from behind is not a fun champion to play. We see a teleport from Arlo to mid lane, and Anivia used her teleport to save Zac. So Anivia will have to take the long way.
That will allow, maybe that will allow Arlo to have enough time to actually roam somewhere and try to put up some pressure. He does not have 6 yet. So.
He will after this wave, so there's a window from Arlo to get something done. He gets the level 6, but bot lanes both recalled, nothing to do on the bottom side. Maybe he'll try to gank the Sion, but it seems like that he will not. And well, Mangalis goes for the Cloud Drake. Now Cloud Drake got a pretty big buff as well this patch. Now it adds the movement speed not only out of the combat but in combat as well.
And in top lane, SD actually, even though he hits behind, he does not care and goes in for the trades. Comes out, loser I would say, but still he has the balls to go in and try and fight now.
And now, yeah, first Drake goes to Falcon eSports.
Yeah, Mangals did pick that up, and the Public Enemy did not do anything to stop him. Ekis now actually getting some vision so that the Falcon eSports would know where Ekis is. And he won't be able to get the cheeky gank bot lane.
I think as the bot lane from Falcon eSports have the push advantage, they should contest the next blue buff for Public Enemy, because if Anivia doesn't have a blue buff early game, then Arlight can just do whatever he wants. Already Anivia gets pretty low on mana, does not have the last chapter yet, only tier and a mana crystal.
And actually, Axi going in the jungle, picking up that red buff from Ekis, and might go to gank top lane. And yeah, it does seem like he is going to go top now. Ekis, meanwhile, is hovering that bot lane, checking if he can.
Well, Smackler going even deeper, gets greedy on the Shen, and well, Mangals decides not to gank. Smackler sees the Olaf, and well, he has the mana to ult away just in case.
Yeah, maybe they didn't know where Ekis is, so he didn't want to be too cocky and go in and die, and then maybe the jungler would show up and they would die. And
talking about Ekis is on the bot side, huge wave for Public Enemy, and maybe they'll look for a dive.
Yeah, Ekis does have the level 6, so they might try it.
And well, the minion wave gets cleared.
And Ekis does go
soon
in,
enough.
but also with the quick reaction, just hits away, and Ezreal actually pretty well right now, but they will escape easily. No sums apart from both of the teams. And Ekis right now, Olaf is just farming the jungle, not really putting up a lot of pressure, but Infect is going in, getting the stun onto Tahm-Kench. The ult comes out. Tahm-Kench will have to flash. He does, and actually
Infrix gets the kill with the Ignite.
Yeah, and Ezreal did not use his heal in time, and it must feel bad for Hafting now. And yeah, Frexy just allowed Hafting to die there. A sad moment for Public Enemy.
A good thing they're friends in real life.
Yeah, so maybe they won't be too toxic in the chat.
They'll be able to be toxic in real life.
Yeah.
Next time they meet, maybe we'll have to see. If they lose the game, probably Hafting will mention this moment as the main one why they lost.
Yeah. Meanwhile, but now top lane again left alone. Mangals did try to look for something, or Haxiwaxi did try to look for something, did not find anything, and Ekis right now also just picking the top farm for himself, but not really doing anything to help out Sion. Because Sion really doesn't need the help. He has the lane under control, but actually...
And here comes the Ekis. He jumps in, and well, Acid, he dodges the jump with the taunt, but well, Sion knockup does land.
And SD will just get out of that one safely, not getting too chunked also, so he will be able to stay. But actually they are going again on them again.
And Shen gets knocked out, but well, he's safe enough. He does have the flash. Now, here Mongols comes from the tri-brush. Is not going to commit, but well, scared Ek is away.
Yeah, it's interesting why Afting actually wanted to do that. I mean, why SD wanted to stay in the lane and still play so aggressive, even though he knew that Ekis is there and that Mongols isn't really near him. So I feel like he just wasted his flash for nothing. But they do go on in mid lane. Anivia is taunted. She does not. Oh, she did flash before. So wait, what? They don't go for the kill.
She has.
She has the egg, so
she has to be careful. Now Ekis goes in, flashes the Galio stun, and well, Galio flashes in for the taunt, and there's the egg. So Arlight used the flash, and well, Alistair comes in. Galio ults, and a big fight. Afting is going to go down solo roam Tolis, and well, Zach passive. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Acidy gets the solo kill on the Smekler, and that's a huge turn. 4 kills for Falcon eSports.
Yeah, with the turn of events, Falcon eSports actually coming out as the victors at first. At the start, I thought that Public Enemy had this in the bag. It's just ABC. It's just like 1, 2, 3. They just want to get out, and then Falcon eSports just come out of nowhere with all of the ultimates. Inflex going in, gets the double knockup onto Tom Kench and the Anivia egg, and then the ultimate from Varus. So really nice rotations from Falcon. But yeah, Public Enemy again, we see the same mistakes they had last game. They just can't play safe enough. Have these early game problems. It's just going to now. They just need more time. They just want to clear the waves and scale a bit for the late game more. And Falcon eSports have to be the aggressors.
I want to mention that about 3 minutes ago, Falcon eSports bot lane backed while Frexy decided to stay, and he was in that fight still with the tier. He stayed for an extra wave, and afterwards he was not allowed to back. So in that fight, he was completely irrelevant, and maybe that's going to be the mistake that's going to cost them the game. But well, nothing's lost yet. They still have the Anivia. They still got Ezreal, who will be able to dish out damage no matter how behind he is. Maybe not a lot of damage, we'll have to see that, but damage is going to go through either way. And well, he started with the Iceborne Gauntlet. That's a pretty
yeah, but there's a fight actually in jungle. Now, Zach did use his ult, did not manage to ult over the wall, but Falk Enemy are all collapsing onto that fight. And Shen comes in to help out.
Tom Kench comes in to help out. Mangal falls now. Will Arlight be the next one? Now, Zach is really low. Now, Arlight's trying to get away. Zach misses the jump. And well, really low getting in. Well, Alistar comes in, Shen is there as well, and it's completely, the fight's turned around. Arlight falls, and well, Rintolis will be able to clean this one up, unless something else happens.
Yeah, it does look like, and this time Public Enemy having that nice collapse, something that we wanted to see from them that last team.
And well, on the bot lane, Varus goes in on the Ezreal. Ezreal gets really low and flashes the Q from Varus. Now, Deity wants the kill. He has the both summoners. Ezreal doesn't have flash, but does have heal now. Infrex comes in for the dive. Frexy is away, and well, Frexy is going to get out alive, but at what cost? He used the ult, so he will not be able to push fast enough. And Mangal's going for the second Cloud Drake. That's going to be pretty huge. They're going to just speed through everything, be able to get to every fight faster. Infrex came from the bottom lane and was there like a couple seconds later than Afting with Tom Kenchalt. And in the mid lane, another fight. Arlight goes for the 1v2 and well, will get out in a favorable trade.
Yeah, meanwhile, Mongols did pick up the Drake, but is in a pickle. Goy actually used his ultimate, so he's also now...
Now 1v4, will he get the Ekes? Ekis gets eaten by Tom Kench and Arlet falls, and Rimtolis gets the double kill he wanted. And well, that the game is completely falling apart for Falcon eSports. 1.5k behind now, and against this comp, it's probably will be really hard to come back. But well, Deity is 3-0-2. He's really, really strong with the Rage Blade already. Another recurve ball. So Witsand's going to come in, but Ekaz will come in as well. Deity wants to fight this. He goes in. He has both summoners. Will he get the kill? He doesn't get the first reset. Olaf comes in, but the Varusalt spreads and everyone's snared. Olaf still full health. He should commit that. And well, they get the kill on the Tom Kench hack. And yeah, Mangals with the kill on the Tom Kench will not get Ezreal. Doesn't want to flash over the wall, but well, maybe he could have gotten it.
Yeah, just so much kills going to both of the sides. But right now, Public Enemy are 3k ahead in the game.
And well, on top lane, everyone's really low. Smackla versus Acid is still going on. And probably, well, Smackla will have the ult. Soon will he go in?
It does not seem like he is going to try that, but yeah, Mangal's now going topside, so they are going to try and collapse onto the Sion. Sion does have ult, but he hasn't used it yet. He does flash and he does use his ult. And
he will get away from that.
Yeah, with the ultimate, we have seen now 2 Sion ultimates that have saved their lives. Monday we saw one really nice drift, Tokyo drift from Sion, and in bot lane, actually Deity getting caught out.
But who is caught out here at the end of things? Shen comes in, teleport from Sion, and Sion's full health. Acidy will fall, or will he? He goes away, but Sion wants to dive this. Sion is not tanky enough to tank all of the hits yet.
Yeah, but so much CC coming out from Falcon eSports. Sion did not, I guess, did not expect that there is going to be so much that they are going to be able to negate him from continuing the dive. And yeah, it just seems interesting how this game is turning out.
While all that happened, Ekaz got the first third blood, and he gets the engage on both of the carries. He will ult Galio in, but well, Ekaz will have his passive, but Rimtolis is here, so in a big choke, Rimtolis is really strong. 3-man knockup from Infrex. Arlet comes in, and well, everyone flashes out. Afting is going to be the first one to fall. Ezreal low, now Infrex with the combo already on. Egg is going to be popped, but will it be cracked? Infrex really low. Now Frexy is not able to deal enough damage yet, but yeah, big turnaround for Falcon eSports. Get 3 kills, and well, nothing more than that, but 3 kills is pretty massive.
And I just don't understand why Public Enemy want to fight. They just need to scale up a bit. They still haven't had the tier stacked yet from Ezreal.
And for Anivia.
And for Anivia as well. So why do they want to fight right now? It's just, I don't understand. If they wouldn't fight, they would just farm it out and just wait a bit. They will easily start winning the team fights, and Falcon eSports would have nothing. They would be nothing to do. They wouldn't be able to stop them.
And well, honestly, I think Frexy should back 30 seconds ago. This is the second time this game already. Now bottom lane comes in for Falcon eSports. Frexy will again be in the decision either to stay and be significantly weaker than Deity, or back and give up the turret. That's like a tough choice, but he will decide to back. Now Deity already with the 2 items, 5, 1, and 5. That's like the big Varus power spike with the Rage Blade and Witsand. So for a bit he will be able to tank Anivia's damage and Tom Kench's damage.
Yeah, but right now Anivia actually in the top lane alone pushed up so much. Maybe Falcon eSports will be able to punish it. She still has the TP, so maybe she will try that. But
she does not have the egg, but well, one wall and Cyan ultimate, and she is safe right now. 1 or 2 more hits on the top lane turret. Now Public Enemy really wants that. Akaz is on the top side as well, so a possible 3-on-3 on the top lane.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Falcon eSports bot lane that is a bit stronger than Public Enemy's bot lane is left alone, so Falcon eSports bot lane might want to go for the 2v2. Public Enemy do pick up that top lane turret, so that's something that that's the second turret. So Public Enemy have 2 turrets right now, and Falcon eSports haven't answered with 1 yet.
But yeah, the third Drake is coming up. Seems like Mangals is already going for it with that huge movement speed buff.
Yeah, just so fast.
And well, Predator turned on for the Mangal is now. Afting is going to go down. A 4-man on the bot lane, 5-man including Mangal. And there's nothing that Public Enemy can do about it. Falcon eSports will get the third Drake. This one's Mountain Drake, and that's what they need. They need to get turrets, and they need to get objectives. But well, it seems like that Akaz wants to go for the steal. He does not get to steal now. He will probably die there. Nothing much he can do. He does have the flash, but CC chain prevents that. In a choke for a second. Falcon eSports was in the choke. That's perfect for Anivia, but she still needs to scale. She does have the Archangel staff, but she needs some magic penetration to really get through them.
I just disagree with Public Enemy's plan. Like, why would they want to contest that Drake? They still need a bit. They were.
Well, Afting in trouble gets eaten by Tahm Kench, so the safest bottom lane possible is safe.
Yeah, does pay off, and still. Public Enemy, I do think they just need to play more patiently right now.
And we get the first banner of the game for Afting. So they just need an opening, and they can crack the base in a matter of seconds. But Afting gets caught by Alistar and Olaf. And yeah, Infrex in trouble, gets eaten by the Tahm Kench. Galio ult comes in. Taunts the Cyan. Cyan flashes away, and well, it seems like Rimtol is once more walls the Arlight, but Arlight flashes away. So a lot of flashes here. Deity in trouble. Arlight tries to save him. Will get stunned. 2-man stun from Anivia. Now there's a tower dive, and Akaz with the play gets the knockback from Deity and Mangalis, and that's a double kill for Ezreal. 3 kills for Public Enemy, and they have the cannon banner minion. They will probably be able to get the inhibitor from this.
Yeah, just this is the moment that Public Enemy had to wait for. Now they are strong enough to start fighting them, and really Falcon eSports are going to have a bit of trouble dealing with this push and with the enemy's champions. Anivia now getting the items that she wanted now, and Ezreal also stacked up with the Marumana, but Falcon eSports are looking for a play. The TP from Galio coming in to flank.
Frexy will try to run away, but well, Frexy will get away. Afting won't. Afting gets hit by everything, by Galio, eats the Galio as revenge, but well, Afting falls. Now is this going to be Baron for Falcon eSports? Frexy still hasn't backed yet. What are you doing, Frexy? You need to be ready to contest the Baron now. Olaf already running for the Baron. Ekis will be there, so maybe a threat of Baron steal. But that's risky. Falcon eSports already starting Baron. The blast plant has been popped. Infrex is going to stay there, but he gets caught, or does he? Frexy with no mana. Galio out comes in now. Cyan Choo on the Deity. Direct hit now. Big fight now. Deity will get knocked up. Smekla gets a low. Frexy still in the fight now. Smekla first one to fall. And Ekis disengages. Those are going to be, yeah, only one kill for Falcon eSports, and Baron gets stopped, so a huge play from Public Enemy.
Yeah, stopping that Baron, even though after he was dead, they were able to stop
And well,
it.
they're going for the Mongols. If Mongols dies, that's Baron, and now Chenault comes in. Mongols is stuck in the wall. Acidi also stuck, but he will taunt away from this. And now with Frexy and Rimtolis, they will be able to bait out the Nash or get it for themselves.
Yeah, this is going to now Falcon eSports are going to be the ones that have to stop the Baron now. Rimtol's actually getting caught up, maybe? No? Or really? No. And Ekka's coming in to help out.
And the knockback from the ward now. Infrex dying. Mongols will be alive for the Baron with the Predator and all the movement speed from the Cloud Drakes and a Home Guard, so he'll just run in a matter of seconds.
He had so much movement speed.
And a blue buff for Rimtolis, that is really huge. He'll be able to not run out of mana today. And well, will they see the Mongols? The Mongols gets almost killed. And will he? Oh, sliver of health for Mongols, and he gets away. Now Smekla in a world of trouble, gets eaten by Tom Kench. Now Acidi from the back, sitting in Nivea's ult. And that's a shutdown for Acidi. Smekla gets the kill. And they get two Varmugs, so they will be able to heal up in a moment.
And they, against just starting up the Baron, Falcon eSports don't want that to happen, so are looking to stop them.
And no ultimates for Falcon eSports, so it's going to be a dead Infrex. Mongols just trying to poke something. Arlight will fall as well. Big knockup from Scion, and that's double kill for Frexy. And it seems like Frexy is back in the game.
Yeah, Frexy getting the kills that he needed now, has the gold, has the advantage.
And Deity getting really low. Frexy is unstoppable going in against a really strong Varus, but he had the back of Apting in case something happens, and that is going to be Baron for Public Enemy. And 8k gold lead.
Yeah, and now it's just a matter of time. While Public Enemy just need a bit more time, now they're just going to push in the waves, get all the turrets that they need, and I don't think that Falcon eSports have the tools to stop them. They're going to have to make that desperate play, and maybe they're going to be able to come back into this game. We saw that Imantas 5, actually, when Public Enemy had the lead, Imantas 5 came back into the game, but yeah, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen this game.
It's just not possible. Anivia with 3 items, and that's all she actually needs. She can just buy wards or buy banner herself. She can just melt through any tanks that come her way. Now, Frexy with the 3 item power spark and a last whisper on top of that. It's going to be too much. They will not be able to kill Ekkas alone with Cinder Hulk, Warmugs, and Stoneplate. And yeah, they're going to siege bot lane with the Banner and Baron. Now it's going to be protect the Banner comp. They cannot go in, otherwise they'll just get popped by Anivia. They don't have the inhibitor, it's already halfway there for the first inhibitor.
Yeah, but Scion is not with the team, he's actually pushing top lane. So if Falcon eSports want to make a play, then this is going to be the time to do so.
Well, they're trying to make the play, as in... and well, Ekkas goes in, Galio comes in, and that's going to be a huge ult from Galio, stopping all the attack. Now Ekkas stone plates, and he's really healthy, looking for another jump. He jumps in, will not connect anything, but Public Enemy will get the first inhibitor now. On top lane, already a big wave for Scion, so Public Enemy will most likely just go for that or go for mid lane. No minions in mid lane.
Yeah, Acidi goes to clear out the top lane. Now, Public Enemy just want to reset now and then do rinse and repeat. Go to top, most likely go top lane and let Scion go mid. Or no, they're not going to back off, they're just going to keep the aggression.
Yeah, well, Frexy getting low and falls from Mongolis. He just went too deep now. Rimtolis and Apting in trouble. Rimtolis flashed over the wall with, well, Apting flashed over the wall with Rimtolis in the stomach. And, well, that's a window for Falcon eSports to do something. But they have nothing. They have nothing. They cannot push versus Anivia without Baron buff. They can just hope to get one more item onto Varus, finish the Leandries on the Galleon. No, third escape for Cyan in this one with the ult.
Yeah, Mongols tried to run in and stop Cyan from running away, but did not manage to do so. He did get away. Now this actually gives Falcon eSports a bit of more time to get the items, but them getting time just gives more time for Public Enemy to scale up.
All Public Enemy has to do is convince Frexy not to jump in.
Yeah.
And they win the game. It's that simple. Frexy goes for the red buffs. He has almost full build, 5 items. And the last item for Ezreal is usually, oh, whatever. And yeah, they will go for the top lane. Top lane, they need to clear the minions. Maybe Ezreal ult. Frexy with double buffs now, he has to protect that.
Yeah, but actually Cyan gets knocked into the turret, almost falls down.
And Cyan lives with almost no health now. Ek is deep in the enemy territory. Galleon ult comes down. Infrex is down. Acidy goes in on the Rimtol is now. Egg pops now. Everyone's getting really low. Shen ult comes in. Deity's going to fall. Arlight as well. Only Mangal and Acidy alive now. Tom Kenchols, they're looking for more. Frexy, this time you're allowed to jump in and they will get the kill on the Acidy. That's ace for Public Enemy and that's going to be the first game for them as well.
Yeah, this is going to be the first to win in these 2 games. Public Enemy finally are able to get their first win in the season. And yeah, they did what they had to do with some problems in the early game, but yeah, they managed to finish off the game. They had that late game composition, so if they wouldn't have been able to do so, I would have been a bit mad. But yeah, questionable plays from both of the teams, and yeah, Rim2 on the Anivia showing a lot.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a big question if Falcon eSports decides to ban the Anivia. But it's probably not the main cause for this. As we see, Frexy, although getting really behind in the early game, doing a lot for his team late at the later stages of the game, doing the max damage in the game, and well, poking everyone out.
Yeah, and it just seems like Falcon eSports plan did not work out. They didn't manage to do what they wanted to do. Public Enemy were able to just survive the early game this time, and then scale up. And with the late game comp, they managed to win the game.
And yeah, that was a pretty crazy game 1. Like a lot of back and forth. Both teams doing good and questionable plays.
Yeah.
A lot for them to think about after the games, but well, we'll have the second game as well, and this time sides are going to be changed. Will the same picks go through, or maybe they will try to focus on the bot lane, which fell really behind this game?
Yeah, and these questions will be answered after this small break. So don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with game number 2.
we are back in the game 2 between Falcon eSports and Public Enemy. First game did go for the Public Enemy, but it was not a convincing win by any means. Both teams made pretty messy plays, but a lot of fighting, so probably that's what we will expect for the game 2 as well.
Yeah, I didn't think that through that the champs that they picked, I didn't think that there is going to be a lot of aggression, but they proved me wrong. They showed me how with late game champions they can just try and throw the game. And yeah, I just want to see Public Enemy not play so aggressively if they pick again the team fighting late game composition. And for Falcon eSports, I guess they just have to pick up some early game aggression, maybe give Arlight some damagey champion, because the last game Deity didn't have a lot to actually do. He couldn't participate in the team fights and deal damage that he wanted because the Anivia ult would just stand, and if he wanted to do damage, he had to stand in the Anivia ultimate.
And we see actually the same bans so far in game 2 as in game 1. Maybe both teams think that they did nothing wrong, that it was perfect, but it's the Vladimir ban. So it seems like Public Enemy expects Arlight not to go for the Galio the second game in a row. But maybe we'll see some other pick.
Yeah, we saw last week Azure come out from Arlight, and he also got the weeks in the top 5 players in the week with the Azure ultimate. So maybe we'll see that come out this game. Maybe Public Enemy want to first pick Azure so that he doesn't have that.
Well, Public Enemy bans the Olaf.
No, Falcon eSports.
Yeah, Falcon eSports bans the Olaf.
Yes.
Okay. So 3 jungle bans, still focusing Ekkas, and it's going to be Xayah first pick. So last game, Public Enemy banned the Xayah. They didn't want Deity to be on her, and now there's a big decision. Will Falcon eSports pick the Rakan? And if not, what will they do versus Xayah Rakan?
I think that Alistar was a good pickup against Xayah Rakan.
Alistar, the same time Kench is pretty good as well. But, well, and that's going to be Galio. So the Vladimir ban will pay off. And yeah, Arlight's going to be on the Galio second game in a row. Now, Rakan is open as the most obvious choice right here. Other picks good with Xayah? Well, no reason to talk about them. Rakan is big, but well, there could be the same Alistar, Taric, any tank support.
Yeah, and what do you think, should Deity pick up this game for himself as the ADC? Or, well, Corki this time is in the mid lane, so maybe he will still go for the Varus, as he won't have too much pressure in team fights against him at this time.
Maybe he should go for the Ezreal himself. Take a safe pick with an escape from Rakan ult, because it's pretty impossible to play around Rakan ult. There are choices, like here comes the Alistar, but that means that Ezreal can be banned. So we have to expect that. Maybe that's going to come out, but Deity probably knows how to play Sivir and Caitlyn as well. That's good as well. But yeah, for Falcon eSports, AD carry and jungler is still the question mark, while Public Enemy haven't picked, top lane and jungle.
And Falcon eSports actually banning out the Shen, so they wouldn't have that matchup against Sion.
Camille is open.
Yeah, Camille is open.
And yeah, here comes the Ezreal ban, so they know what's up. They know what they want to do in this game. Focus bot lane. Last game, the laning phase didn't go well for Public Enemy.
Yeah.
But afterwards, Frexy took over the game by himself, pretty much.
Yeah, he was able to deal the damage that was needed. So, and had that safe pick, even though he did have some misplays.
Well, four jungle bans. Everyone respecting Ekkas as the star player for Public Enemy, and Varus ban as well. So, yeah, Caitlyn is an option. Sivir is an option, maybe Kog'Maw.
Maybe we will see the Draven finally come out.
Draven's actually really good against Rakan.
Yeah, he can stop the engage with his stand aside.
And he can go for the old Tyler 1 build with the Ghost Blade and Mercurial Scimitar.
But he does go for the Caitlyn, so...
That's not bad as well.
Yeah, well, it's not bad, but Draven would have been explosive.
Yeah, that's not Draven. Maybe that's like Caitlyn in the jungle. Maybe we'll see the Draven.
Yeah, still don't know. We could see some weird picks come out. Now they are going to match Sion with the Ornn. So again, the new and old Ornn matchup in the top lane.
Now Ornn has a lot more ways how to fight back against Sion.
And he doesn't get poked out as easily.
Yeah, he can actually dodge the poke, so it should be pretty even top lane. And what's going to be for Ekkas?
And for Ekkas, I want to pick.
And she did get a little reverse buff. And then, yeah, a little reverse buff. She did suffer heavy nerfs in the previous patch, but now she's playable. She's more than playable. And well, Mangal is the signature pick. It's the Evelynn.
Finally, we can see the Evelynn come out from Haxi Vaxi or Mangals. I've been waiting for this pick for a long time. Now we saw that Thomas Master actually picked it up for himself and had a really great success with the champion. So I want to see if he will be able to do the same, if Haxi Vaxi will be able to do the same this game. Basically, because it's the same composition as last game, so maybe they just think that they misplayed the composition and they can fix the things that they need and come back again with the same composition and try and win this time. Now, Arlight in the middle and will have a hard time. The Galio-Corki matchup, it's pretty hard for Galio to do anything in lane.
And it doesn't get easier afterwards.
Yeah, so that it will be all on Rimtulis to see what he will be able to do in the mid lane.
First game we did see the Corki ban.
Yeah.
So maybe they respected the Corki in the first game. In second one they didn't want to let Ekkas get Olaf.
Yeah. And yeah, so as the players are loading into the game, we'll have a small commercial break, so don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back.
I can never forgive Lattelecom for murdering our mother.
I've been cooperating, you're just not listening.
You're not listening to me.
Pasaules top seriāli. Skaties visas sezonas uzreiz visos tavos ekrānos. Shortcut films. Tikai 6 eiro mēnesī. Shortcut. Tu redzēsi.
And we are back for game 2 between Public Enemy and Falcon eSports. Now, first game did go for the Public Enemy, so we'll have to see if Falcon eSports have something up their sleeves to fight back. This game is going to be pretty different, I would say, because of the jungler matchups. In the previous game, we had like 2 pretty passive junglers. Well, not 2 passive junglers. We had Zach, who just looked for ganks and looked to farm up to be tanky enough, and Olaf, who tried to stop that. Olaf succeeded to stop that in the early game, but then some things happened, and a couple of minutes later, Public Enemy took the game.
And again, nothing too cheesy coming out from the teams. Now, I want to know if Mangos is going to start with the red buff, and this will give Falcon eSports the edge in the bot lane to get that level 2.
And yeah, for Caitlyn, it's pretty good. It's good for everyone, but Caitlyn especially, because if she gets the early shove, she can keep Zyrakan under the turrets for the whole lane, if she plays it correctly. Yeah. And well, they're going for the heavy push, so the wave is going to bounce back in a minute or 2.
And actually, Public Enemy do know that Evelyn started with the red buff. Smackler did ward that, so they 100% know that she started with the red buff and not with the wolves or the raptors. And yeah, just both of the teams are going to now farm it up. I think that Caitlyn is going to have the edge. It's going to be interesting to see if Ekis is going to be able to punish the aggression from Caitlyn. If he will be able to.
And already first all in, Frexy flashes away. Infrex got level 2 first, so yeah, already. Oh, did she? Huh. I thought I was sure that Frexy flashed away. He didn't. Alright, well now Frexy gets in the trap, eats a lot of damage. Whoa. Step out of the traps. Well, on the mid lane, Rimtol is with almost no mana left. Started with the greedy start. With the call, he has no teleport, he has cleanse, just in case Evelyn comes around. But well, I've played against this Evelyn, and this Evelyn plays like no other Evelyns. At least, as I've seen. She doesn't go for the indicated taunts and stuff, and well, Ekis gets seen by the zombie ward. On the top side river, Evelyn looks for gank, or does she? She stays around now. Arlight goes into Rimtolis, and well, Evelyn charms and gets the first blood, so Mango is with the first blood in this game now. Ekis comes from the side, Arlight still has flash, and well, he jumps on the Ekis and flashes away, just pokes him down. Maybe he should have just run away, but maybe this was the most optimal play, as Ekis could have just flashed for him, but he still has the flash. Mango is on the top side bush, trying to save Arlight, and well, Ekis getting really low by the Galio Q. And well, Mango has no flash, so he will not be able to chase down the Ekis.
Yeah, and already in the mid lane, the cleanse and the flash not paying out for Corki going with
Look at the top lane. Smackla getting really low, both of them, as in game 1. Just knife fights all around now. Ekla gets the first craft, only gets a mana crystal, but well, he'll have the mana now. The Acidy goes in for another poke. Smackla shields it, and well, Acidy really low, still has the shield, so maybe tries to bait him in. And yeah, pretty interesting game all row. And Deity getting engaged on. Ignite comes down, and well, Frexy goes down to Infrex. Hafting will not be able to chase down Deity. And well, fights everywhere. And yeah, Falcon eSports gets the edge on the mid and bot lane. Top lane still a question, as Acidy will get a free first back.
Yeah, but Mangos again going on to the Corki. Corki does not have a cleanse or flash, so he does escape easily.
Akers wants wants some blood now. Everyone getting really low from Public Enemy's side. And yeah, Falcon eSports is winning the early game so far.
Yeah, and the Evelyn pick already coming out strong. Maybe I think is going to try something, but no. Dasim is going to just back off.
But Mangals once more, and he will find Akers in the jungle. Akers has flash, does have to flash away. Mangals gets the dominance over the blue side jungle. And Akers has nothing, he has no camps left. His back will be cancelled by Infrex. Now Infrex flashes in, gets the combo on the Rimtolis. Rimtolis falls. Now Ord comes in, and well, that's going to be an exchange kill. Arlight saves Mangals, but well, Arlight will pay for that, so another trade now. They are looking for Mangals. He has no flash, but he will reach the blast plant in time.
Yeah, he does have the mobility boost, so runs pretty fast. And yeah, this is something that I hope to see from Falcon eSports, early aggression. Now a really good roam from Smackler to catch out Infrex and Haxi, but yes, I really like the idea what they are trying to do. Right now Mangal is flexing his muscles with Evelyn.
But again, Public Enemy winning the extended fights. They're the first to rotate and getting, well, maybe not the first to rotate. Infrex was there to get the kill on the Rimtolis, but Public Enemy fighting back, and that's nice to see.
Yeah, and they won't fall behind too much.
But Frexy will already almost 15 CS behind, well 10, if he gets to clear these minions. Oh yeah, 10 CS behind, but that's a BF Caitlyn, and well, Deity's lead's just going to grow.
And Mangal's now going top lane, so will we see a gank?
Ornn with the flash will get away from the knockback, and Cyanol comes in. Mangalis gets the kill, and 2-0 Evelyn already in 7 minutes in.
Yes, so just Mangal is now putting a lot of pressure, something we don't usually see from him, putting a lot of pressure around the map and showing us that he can be the aggressive jungler as well. Because this time is more of a farming champion, but he's going to
well,
go
Ek is looking for something. Now Infrex goes in. Frexy flashes away now. Apting will stick around, and Frexy gets the kill on the Infrex. Acidy's ultimate does not come down in time, but well, Mangals is here, sitting in the bush, and maybe he'll get the kill. Now Caitlyn's ace in a hole gets blocked, and well, Mangals gets the kill on the Rakan. Good Zaya ultimate from Frexy, and well, dodges the Mangal's execution.
Yeah, Mangal's almost getting both of those kills. Frexy with the reactions able to dodge that out, but Mangal's still looking, not giving up on that kill.
And package from Rimtolis, so constant action. Will Deity back off in time? He does go back now. Rimtolis is forced to go mid, as Arlight has pushed the wave already. And well, another Cloud Drake filled series. Last game we had 3 Cloud Drakes. Now we already have the first one in this one. So maybe some fixed RNG by Riot. Wants everyone to try out the new Cloud Drake.
Yeah, to see that it is strong now. And well, it would give Falcon eSports a lot. It would just allow everyone to cover the map faster, just roam for the kills a lot faster. And I feel like Public Enemy would want it more because of their team comp, their Corki roams, the Shyvana roams, and yeah. But both of the teams really do want that. But now in the top line, actually, we might see them go in for Acidy, but no, Corki does back off.
Well, Ekes gets seen. Mangal's right around the corner. Flashes in for the charm. Now, Ekes is going to go down, or will he? Arlight ult comes in. Well, Mangal survives, and Ekes dies. Now, Rimtolis looks for blood. Almost gets one-shot by Arlight. Well, Mangals once more. He's regioning health as being invisible.
Yeah,
Still has the ultimate that goes around. He gets seen, flashes, and well, Rimtolis flashed away, still has cleanse, not anymore. Well, woo.
A lot of fights there, and meanwhile botline tried to dive Frexy nothing, but it did not work out as they wanted to. They had to blow, Caitlyn had to blow her heal, and Infex didn't pop too much, so they will be able to do that again. But in top lane, Asadi almost falling, Smuggler almost getting that
Evelyn
kill.
on the bot side goes in, but well, will not get a kill. Does get the Zai ultimate, and Infex will look for dive on, but no. Mangas just falls now. Infex really low. Dady looks for something now. Ek is right trying to corner, comes in, but well, will not be able to get a pick on Caitlyn now. Smart trap placement by Dady will prevent them from continuing the fight.
Yeah, but Galio TPing in.
Galio TP does not have the flash, but does not matter. He gets the kill on the Frexy. Now after really low under the third, they're going to dive this, and they get the kill. Double kill for Arlight, while Ekes gets the Cloud Drake. Not a worth trade, I would say.
Yeah, but they will not try to pick up the threat, respecting Ekes' damage. And yeah, 4-8. Right now, Falcon eSports are 1K ahead. So it's interesting to see how they will be able to keep snowballing the game. And Mangal showing a lot right now. And Asadi and Smuggler again just fighting each other in the top lane, trying to get the reads, some reads that they can, but nothing too much for now.
Well, Smuggler will be the first one to finish his first item, so at that point he will have the upper side of the trades. Till then, it's pretty even. Now Asadi goes in, and we're talking about even trades. Smuggler just gets smacked.
And right now, Rimtolis and Sharon actually looking to roam bot lane. But
well, Rimtolis will he get caught out? He gets seen. Will take a little bit of poke. Walks back in the Galio. Well, Galio Q rather. And Mangal's on the top side just goes to clear some vision. Smuggler, did he see them? He did not. They are on the other side of the walls. Now they know that Smuggler is there. And will they get to dive? They will not dive Smuggler. He's too tanky.
Yeah, and has the escape tools still. Shyvana now, knowing that Evelyn is topside, going for the Wolves. Alright, suspecting it, so maybe wanting to go, but Afting is there to help out if needed.
And yeah, Rimtolis got he finished his call, so he's quite a bit of gold ahead of Arlight right now. And in general, gold is almost dead even. So yeah, but what we have to mention here is that Dady is really ahead 50 CS, ahead 40 CS, but will probably get first turret, and they engage on the Caitlyn. Now Arlight ult comes in, and well, that's a little bit of poke, but a lot of summoners used. Now both teleport comes in. Ekes in the front line getting on the Arlight. Now Smuggler will flash away from danger, and they are going forward. Smuggler gets the ult on the Dady, and Dady gets killed by Frexy, followed up by kill on Asadi. So Public Enemy winning these trades, and Mangal somehow falls as well. Wanted to go on Rimtolis probably, but Rimtolis already has Trinity Force, so not the smartest of things to do.
Yeah, and Public Enemy right now are in the driver's seat. They are going to be the ones that want to make the plays, are going to get the first but third, most likely. Will get the first but third bot lane, and Shyvana and Rimtolis, both of them are pushing in mid lane as well. So not the start that Falcon eSports were looking for.
And even though Caitlyn's really ahead, we can see at the CS counts that actually Akez is like equalizing the gold, and really ahead of Mangals. Mangals had nice ganks, but he forgot to farm. So he's pretty behind of from Shyvana. And while talking about Shyvana, she will get the bag, but Mangals is desperately looking for something 2 levels behind And well, gets seen by the Afting, so all pressure gone. All pressure gone again.
That's one of the upsides Evelyn has, is that you really can't know where Evelyn is if you don't have the pink words around. So that's something that always you have to like think about, that you're always that might be a 2v2 or a 1v2. And
as we can see, Evelyn is just looking for ganks while Ekes is farming, but they will probably get, and they get the kill on the Rimtolis. Rimtolis did not cleanse. He had to cleanse, so he greeted a little bit, or maybe he forgot that he has it.
No, he cleansed too fast. So he cleansed before before Mangalas landed anything, and Ekes also getting caught out right now.
Well, that seems like a comeback for Falcon eSports. Now Afting just ults, everyone gets a 2-man knockup, but no one to follow up.
And right now, Baltic Enemy having a small of a blunder again, same as we saw last game.
And Afting getting caught now, flash from Infrex and combo on the Afting. Now Afting tries to run away, but Zaya is too far away. And well, third kill for Mangalas in like a span of a minute, but now Afting is in trouble. Dodges the combo from Alistar, and a big play from Zaya, gets 1 kill on the Evelyn. And well, that's going to be traded by Acidy, but woo, Frexy with the Zaya plays there.
Yeah, just trading 1 kill for another. So
and Smackler goes in, Rimtolis to back him up. 2-man or knockup. Rimtolis is backing off as he saw the teleport from Arlight coming in. Now they are trying to run away, but well, they don't have to. They have the upper edge in terms of damage.
And Shaivan, meanwhile, just getting the farm she needs, getting the items she needs to start dealing the damage. And
well, farming the enemy jungle. Will probably get Drake as well. And mid lane turret will not fall yet, but pretty low, so pretty low. And yeah, Akis takes all the farm from Mangalas. 80 CS lead, even though that jungle, it's hard to track jungle camps. And a fight near the Drake. Afting gets caught, but gets away now. Disengaged from Public Enemy, while Falcon eSports is trying to push the mid. Now Akis gets the Drake. For Shivana, it's always good to get Drakes, some free stats. Now Manga's still level 9. Tries to look for Frexy.
Does not find him. And Cyan now pushing in bot lane. They are setting up vision for Rift Herald, because that is...
well, Akis goes in on the Arlight, and look, Arlight's just melting. He will not die as Arlight flashes away, but that's a dangerous concept to to see that just jungler goes in with no backup and just melts one of your frontliners.
Yeah, Shaivan is so strong right now. Public Enemy are looking for an engage onto Deity. Will they find it? It does not seem so.
Ekes taking the red buff now.
Yeah, but Deity actually falling pretty low.
And Afting will fall from the Ignite, so that's one for Falcon eSports. But Ekes right trying to call in now. Arlight ultimate comes into Alistar combo. Now Ekes is unable to move. Deity kills him, finishes the kill.
Cyan coming out, catching out from Tolis.
And well, max range knockup from Cyan. And well, Frexy and Smackler needs to run away. Another combo from Infrex. Now Frexy flashes away. Infrex does die from Smackler, so a lot of kills traded back and forth now. Smackler is going to get away now. Frexy tries to get the feathers in place to snare everyone down.
Yeah, but Falcon eSports still going.
And well, Frexy is too deep. He will fall from this, or will he? Or knock up. Acidy fall, Arlight falls, and Deity is going to fall as well, but he tries to get away, and he does. Double kill for Deity.
Deity just surviving that. I don't even know how he managed to survive it. Surviving the engage, and Falcon eSports coming out on top in that one. How? How did that happen? Like, I thought that Public Enemy would have easily. They have the gold leads in that they needed. maybe they're just overstepping too much, and Rimtulis now might get caught
But
up.
he has the package, so he will probably run away. That taunt doesn't land, and now it does with a Q. But well, Mangas, you gotta watch out that Corky is pretty strong right now.
Yeah, Corky with the Triforce doing so much damage now, and then the Ek is picking up the blue buff for himself.
So no camps, no buffs for Evelyn. And it's going to be pretty rough trying to get back into the game. Golem's gone as well. Arlo, it's pretty devastated that there's no blue buff. They will see that Akis has it. And Akis just wobbles away.
Yeah, well, Frexy left alone on the top side, so he can farm up a bit right now, diminish the lead that Caitlyn has on him, and pick up the turret. So a big win from Public Enemy right now. And a good macro play from them. Falcon eSports not reacting.
And still, the gold is pretty even now after this turret. 500 advantage for Public Enemy, but at 20 minutes into the game, it doesn't really matter. And well, we had like a Cloud and Ocean Drake. Next Drake's going to be Ocean as well. That's interesting.
And we haven't seen the Infernal Drake yet, but we most likely will see at least one.
In the next series?
Yeah, in the next series. Maybe even in this series. Maybe.
If the game goes long enough.
Yeah, and yeah, Baron now up. The Falcon eSports don't have too much vision, but actually both of the teams do not have too much vision around Baron, so doesn't seem like they are prioritizing it. But Mangal is now going bot lane trying to pick up Ornn.
Well, 2v1 for Smackler. Ornn comes in, he will knock up both of them. Now, Cyan knockup does not land. Mangal's out of the way now. Ick is already in now. Two-man knockup, Galliot comes in, Smackler will fall. He does not, and well, yeah, he falls. Afting comes in now, tries to assist Ekis, and Ekis gets a double kill. Triumph just heals him off. Acidity is going to fall for sure. And well, triple kill. Is that triple? It is triple kill for Ekis.
Yeah, and
big
that's
blaze.
actually an ace. An ace for Public Enemy. Rimtulis is picking up, I guess, both of the mid laners. Oh, Rimtulis and Frexy, both of them 2v2'd Zeti and Infrex and got both of them. So, yeah, Public Enemy right now feeling really confident, picking up 3 turrets most likely.
And the game is strongly leaning to Public Enemy's side as Koki and Zaya is only going to scale while we still have the Galio mid for Arlight.
And even though Mangals did have a lot of pressure in the early game, he did fall off by a lot.
And well, talking about Mangals, Mangals is trying to look away. Well, look for something. Maybe he should start looking at the screen and try to come back. Ekis will get to back. Because this is not pretty if you're Falcon eSports.
Yeah, this just looks so grim for them. Now Infix picking up, actually clearing vision around Baron, so they going to have that, but Public Enemy will most likely clean that up pretty fast.
They need to get Caitlyn with 3 items. She will probably get it after this wave on top. Now, Caitlyn has a pretty strong late game, I would say, and well, she'll be able to dish out some heavy damage to compensate for the Galio's one. But as Caitlyn backs, Public Enemy has started Baron. Mangals on the blast plant, tries to look for something. Now Infrex and Arlight goes in, 2v5, and well, Infrex is going to fall, and they will get a return kill on the Smeckler. Now, everyone getting really low from Falcon eSports. Arlight falls, but they get 2 kills for Deity. Ekis and Frexy falls. And here's the 3-item power spike from Caitlyn. And they will be able to push out mid and maybe get the turret or 2. Ace in the Hall comes in just to poke down Rimtolis a little bit. And they go for the dive.
Yeah, Mangal's looking for something, does not find anything, but it's just interesting how I just thought that Falcon eSports, all that they want to do is stop with the Baron, right? Infrex got a triple knock-up, and the Arlight followed up with his ultimate, and I thought that the two of them will die, but most likely the Baron they would have cancelled the Baron.
But they bought enough time for Deity to come from base. And well, Mongols will get the first Drake for Falcon eSports this game.
We have a Public Enemy actually all going topside, so if they get the Mongols picked up the Drake, they might just try and rush Baron.
I don't think that they have enough damage. Maybe if those were two Mountain Drakes. But well, Frexy is on bot lane, so they will just maybe wait for him to finish his Infinity Edge before the next fight. Will Mongols let him do that? That's the question here, because even though Mongols behind, he can probably one-shot any carry here.
Yeah, Mongols thought maybe that Frexy will not go from home, but maybe will just go to the Baron through the jungle, and then he will be able to pick him up there. Shevan actually going top lane, looking to... No, not looking for...
Looking for some waves, some extra minions. And well... Shivana already level 15. Mangal's still level 12, and Mangal's not even close to level 13. No camps for him left. Well, there's golems and their blue side jungle, but he does not want to be there because Public Enemy has quite a lot of damage. They have the package, they have the Baron control right now. Arlight's looking to clear out the vision, but he should be careful.
And Smuggler comes...
And well, Smuggler, Acidy goes in with the Cyanol, does not connect on anyone. Now there's Galio taunt, and Galio will be the first one to fall. Deity really low. Ekaz will kill the AD carry for Falcon eSports. Infrex is going to be the next one. A double kill for Ekaz, and that's going to be Baron. Or will it? Mangal still alive. On the other side of the pit, he has no flash, so no real way to get in.
Well, he could go with the ultimate. He could try and...
And he goes in, but he does not get so close. He fell after the Baron, so all the chances, but those 4 level disparity for junglers really add up to the smite damage.
Yeah, it's if
even though it's 80, it's quite a lot.
Yeah, even though Mongols did try and go, if he would have made it, that would just make Ekaz look so bad with these smites, because it was Ekaz had that lead to smite it. Mongols going with that desperate play, trying to steal it. Asti actually might get cut out here from the Shyvana. Will she try and go in? No, it does not seem so. She's going to play it safe.
Ekaz so strong, just diving the Caitlyn. Caitlyn hasn't bought Infinity Edge yet, but Acidy will probably fall. No ultimate for him. Arlight with the taunt, and well, they buy time for Acidy to get away, but Rimtol is from the back shooting with the rockets. Now they have the bannered up banner minion, so it's just a matter of time till the inhibited turret falls.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Falcon eSports to pick up that kind of minion. The turret does fall, so now they're just going to go for that inhib turret.
And they will just Smackler will just walk through the traps. Now Frexy taking a little bit of poke from Piltover's Peacemaker.
Yeah, but Rimtol's answering that poke to Deity, and
yeah, well, Afton gets engaged on, but he just runs away. And well, Infrex with the 2-man knockup. Frexy will have to ult, and Frexy falls. Mongol is going to fall for that. Rimtol is still alive with the crits, with the Trinity falls. Now Deity gets knocked up. Smackler just tanking everyone, and another knockup from Afton is going to end the fight. Now Asdi will get away, but he will not be able to defend the base alone.
But will he? He does go for Asdi now.
This throws him out on the Ekaz, so he has all the chances. Asdi flashes away, and Ekaz will not follow with the flash.
Yeah, and this is the endgame push for Public Enemy. So even though last week they did look pretty bad, I would say, this time actually they're just showing their teamfight prowess and doing so much work. And yeah, this time they do pick up the 2 games, or do they? Yeah, they do. They do go 2-0 this time.
They do.
Yeah, they do. And Ekes with the Shyvana. Yeah, it just was interesting to see what he was going to do, and what he did this game.
And yeah, pretty one-sided game, I would say, for Public Enemy. Early game did go to Falcon eSports, but at the same time, while Mangals was putting down pressure, Ekes was farming everything on his side.
Yeah, Ekes he wasn't matching the pressure, like giving pressure to his lanes, but he was able to farm out Mangals jungle.
And we can see second game in a row. Frexy falling behind in the laning phase, but dealing the most damage.
Yeah, you can't count him out. You can't count him out, even though he loses the lane. He still comes back and is able to deal the damage that is needed. Now, Mangals had a lot of action in the early game, do a lot of like ganks and had successful ganks. But meanwhile, Ekes knew how to counter that, and Public Enemy's laners just stood still, didn't continue dying to the Evelyn, and just kept playing safe while Ekes was getting that lead over Mangals, and then yeah, the game just went to Public Enemy.
And yeah, after a rough week 1 for Public Enemy, they do come back for week 2, and now Public Enemy and Falcon eSports are actually tied.
Yeah, tied.
Both are at 2-2.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see. It's nice to see Public Enemy fighting back, because last week they did not have the chance to fight back. This week, even though they still need to publish their early games, and maybe a little bit of mid-game calls as well, we saw that they are not afraid to fight from any position in the game, from behind, from ahead. They just like to fight.
Yeah, if they can polish some mistakes that they had this game, then I feel like they are one of the top teams in the league. They showed really great promise, Ekes, and even though Frexy had some mistakes where he didn't heal his support, when he healed it too late, and sometimes he jumped in, he still did a lot of damage.
And I think that Afting is going to forgive him after these games.
After these games, I feel like, Afting is going to say, okay, dude, it's okay. You carried the 2 games. It's fine. Yeah, but we'll be, after this, we'll have a small commercial break. And after this small commercial break, we will be back with Imantis 5 versus Team Coinflip Gaming.